everyone, it's Natalie. I had to take my glasses off because this camera is super bright, and if I put my glasses on, you see nothing but this. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. If I need to put my glasses on, I will. But anyway, hi, I'm Natalie. Nice to meet y'all. So today's message is going to be about healing and getting off of narcissistic abuse. I know after almost 25 years, what is this thing? I can tell you that it took me many years to, stop the CPTSD. And it was so torturous to me, guys. And I kept it quiet from my husband because I didn't want him to know, this is really affecting me in a way that you don't understand, because although some of this and a lot at the same time has happened to you, I'm not used to being treated this way. And I came into a situation where I thought I was going to be welcomed and validated and just loved. And instead, what I got was, at first, it was welcoming and love. But as soon as they saw that he and I were being serious, things changed very differently. And unfortunately, I gotta put a blanket on. This basement is so dang cold, dude. I wish it was like this upstairs. I wouldn't have to have a fan. It made me feel really insecure about, the relationship I had with your parents, because although when I did go over there, they acted when I walk in the door, they would give me hugs and, oh, I'm so glad you're here, and this and that. But what we don't know as individuals who walk into a situation with an agenda is that, we're about to be exposed to abuse that we had no preparation for. And I can tell you that if you are in this situation where you go into a family expecting the best outcome for your situation, where you are now joining a family and maybe you never had a welcoming or loving family, and you walk into this situation thinking you're going to get one, you're totally wrong. And I can tell you from my own experience with my mother, because I have always been searching for a mother figure to welcome me, love me, and cherish me as a daughter and as an individual from the other species of female, that I thought that I was going to get that. And I don't claim to be some type of special person that automatically thinks that, I'm sorry, my cowlick is going off the chains today. This is the thing, guys. I don't care if you're newlyweds. I don't care if you're dating. I don't care if you're just meeting these people. I don't care what it is. If you're dealing with a narcissistic agenda, provoking parent, they will welcome you at first. But after that, when they start seeing that you and your significant other are starting to be serious, things and the tide will turn. And it's little things at first. It's not always the big things. The big things will come later, of course, but um, sometimes the big things come at first regardless. But usually what happens is you enter this home, you enter this relationship, and you think, oh my God, I finally got some type of respect from another woman that I've been trying to get validated for such a long time. And you feel welcomed, you feel loved, you feel part of that family for a short period of time. But when the spouse or significant other starts talking to their parents about, hey, I think she's the one, it sets a chain of reactions that you're not prepared for. And so when you're not prepared for the chain reaction of neglect, abuse, and just disdain for you because the mother doesn't want to lose their son. See, like men and women, they bring home many boyfriends and girlfriends. In my case, I was the only girlfriend he was serious with. Now, other girlfriends, he's admitted his mom treated like crap. That's why he lost those girls. But I thought, because he didn't pre-warn me, that things were going to go good. I was going to have an opportunity to connect. Like, within the first month, she had an opera concert she invited me to. So I'm super stoked. I've never been to an opera. I've never been to places. I've never been invited like socialite things. And so as someone that grew up really dirt poor, I'm like, wow, I've entered into a relationship where new opportunities and new experiences were going to happen in my life. And so I was really, when I tell you this, I was really looking forward to going and seeing her perform her opera performance, right? And within that first week, we also had prom, okay? So when prom came around and we had pictures at his house, because he had grand staircases where they wrapped around his house because they're very wealthy. I was like, oh, great, we're going to take pictures there. Everything's going to go good. Everything's going to go fine. Well, first off, his dad would not show up into where we're taking pictures because he did not approve of me. And second off, when she was taking the pictures with her professional camera, all of my pictures on that staircase, my head was chopped off, or she veered the camera where it was just Jared and all of our friends down the staircase. And the reason why I know this, because Jared and I looked through the pictures. And so I was not in any of those pictures besides my head being cut off from here to here. And so after I saw that, I didn't catch on then. Because I said, well, maybe she's just not a good aimer, right? Like, she's not a photographer, so I didn't know. So I just said, oh, it's okay, babe. We still have our pictures from the school and everything's good. Maybe your mom made a mistake. Looking back now, I do see that she did that on purpose. And the reason why I say that is because when later on years, before I even had my kid, she would ask me to take the pictures of the family without me in it. And then later on, when I had the kid, instead of me being in the picture and she just setting her camera where it says, like, you have 10 seconds to get in frame to take the picture automatically, she would ask me to take the picture with my child in focus, with the family. So I'm not in any of their family photos. And I think that right there really nailed it into the coffin, because when you're dealing with somebody that has an agenda, what they'll start doing, like, let's say they invite you out to go eat at their house. They won't speak to you. If they do speak to you, it's really it's hard to explain. They're trying to get in your business in front of everybody. And because I knew her agenda, because when I first met her, she had this gaze in her eyes and stuff. And I knew, like, even at 15, 16 years old, I knew, like, hey, there's something not right here. I never shared my family experience with her because I did have a slight dysfunctional family. Even though my dad was great, my mom was always running off with different men and stuff like that. So I didn't want to share that with her because it was embarrassing when my husband's family was together. They're wealthy. I didn't want to tell her things about my life because she had already started looking bad about me, and I didn't want to add fuel to the fire. And so I never shared anything, like snippets of it. And so when we would be at, like, the dinner table, she would ask me invasive, personal questions in front of everybody. And I would just politely say things like, oh, they're doing great, even if they weren't. Oh, they're doing great. My mom's doing great. She's living a good life. She's working. My dad's doing great. He's working. My brother's doing great. My older brother, he's about to graduate college. My older brother, there was a tragic accident at his workplace where he accidentally caught 2 people on fire and killed one, and the African American burnt like 80% of his body. And all 3 of them, my brother included, all got lawsuits because Lowe's lantern didn't have a fire hazard on it. And when you brought the lantern to the tank to be cleaned and scraped from oil residue, it caught the tank on fire and caught everyone inside on fire. And luckily, the black man was able to escape, but he was seriously injured, and my dad's best friend was burnt to death. And it burnt my brother's hands. So they sued Lowe's. That's off the subject. But when you're going through, I guess I kind of lost train of thought, but when you're going through things in your personal life, and then you're at a dinner table and you're talking to a narc and they're wanting to know, like, what's going on with your family, the worst thing you can do is tell them the story I just told you. Okay? Because the thing is, they know, because she knew that I grew up in the projects and she wouldn't allow her son over my house, even though he still came. They want you to expose your family to the whole dinner table, and it's multiple people that have no relations, like you don't know them. They're just family members, friends, whatever, from the neighborhood. They want you to expose dirty little dark secrets to them at the dinner table to make it seem like your life is a train wreck. And so when you're sitting at a dinner table and a narcissist is asking you, hey, how's this going? How's that going? The only answer you can give is a neutral answer. You never go into detail about the traumatic things that are happening in your life, because what they do after that dinner is they go and they do this on purpose. They'll either invite each an individual person that was at that place out to eat for lunch, invite them over for lunch, or they will just go to their house and discuss you and how horrible this happened to you. And this is why I don't think my child should be with this person. They have too much trauma in their life. They have too much goings on in their life. And I don't know why my son is with her. I'm really confused. And this is the twist of the situation. Then they go to the friend and ask for advice. What do you think I should do in a situation like this if it was your own child? Okay? Excuse me for one moment. And so this video is retaining here goes my dyslexic tongue, is responding to a lot of questions that I get, like, what do I do when I'm getting questioned and this and that. You stay neutral. You don't discuss your personal life with these people. It's always surface. It's always Johnny's doing great in baseball, basketball, whatever, or my life's doing great. I'm in school. I'm about to graduate. Things like that. But you never, ever, ever go into personal details with these people like you would a good friend or a family member, because these narcissists really don't care what you're going through. Matter of fact, and this sounds horrible, they rather you suffer through trauma and tribulations than have a peaceful, happy life than to actually maintain a healthy life where you have boundaries, where you're doing well in life, where you're succeeding, where you're graduating, where you're getting promotions at jobs. They don't care. Because at the same time, though, this is the twist. When you're doing well and you're telling these people these things that are positive, it eats at them. So if you want to eat at them, tell them the positive things. But at the same time, if negativity and trauma is happening in your life, you never share that with them. If you really want to get under a narcissist's skin, you tell them all the wonderful things that are happening in your life. Because that right there, especially a lot of female narcissists that live off their husbands, even if they have college degrees and they've never used them, they know that they're not as good as you, because you are uplifting, you are promoting yourself in a way that is in a hierarchy above them. See, they think they're the matriarch or the patriarch, and they are getting old enough where they're either going to retire or retired, and they know they haven't accomplished, if it was someone that has never worked, they have never accomplished anything that you have done. Now, let's say it's a female narcissist that has worked and has done good things. Well, when you're doing better than they are, they resent you more. They will come after you more. They will do things to break up that happiness, that promotion, whatever it is that you're happy about. And so, my message today is if you are in a situation where you have to be around your narcissist, which I highly recommend, no contact. Some has to go gray rock. I don't approve of that at all. Because I think it just causes fuel to the fire. But because if you're gray rock, you might as well go no contact, to be honest. Let's be honest. You might as well go no contact. Because you can't have a personable relationship with this person because you have to be gray rock with them. But they will manipulate you in a way where that gray rock, because they see that you're gray rocking them. They're not dumb individuals. They're very intelligent individuals. They know what they're doing. They will start doing things to convince you to trust them, to go along with what they're saying, that our relationship has changed and that you can trust me now. I am no longer this narcissistic person you think I am, that I am a loving, caring, kind, considerate, compassionate person. You can share with me now, because they've seen it in the past where you didn't share. But what happens is this, because they're manipulative, highly manipulative, they start putting on an act. They're very good actors, okay? And they put on this act to make you believe that they are a different person than they truly are. And so when you start to believe that they have changed, they really haven't, because you can't change someone with a personality disorder. They have been taught this by their very own parents, okay? And they have learned through the years that they are who they are, and that if they play a certain role, that they can get or siphon information out of you to get what they want from you when they need it, so they can use it against you, even if it's positive. Because what they do is they take those positive notes on you and then they twist them into a manipulative narrative to make other people believe the things that you're doing in life is for your own gratification, that you might be the narcissist, that you are doing things to manipulate people, that you are doing things to make people believe that you're this good person, when in reality, you're just being you consistently, and that you don't have a motive, you don't have an agenda, you're just living life as a normal person, trying to succeed, trying to be a good mother, trying to be a good role model, trying to help other people, because a narcissist doesn't do that out of the kindness of their heart. A narcissist will help somebody out of vengeance or conniving, because they are trying to gain access into your good soul to manipulate it into making other people believe that you are not as good as you seem you are. And see, with the narcissist is they only wish they can be you. This is the reason why they try to do a role reverse on you and pretend that you are them and they are you. And that's my message today. Peace, love, and harmony. Oh my God, it's 25 minutes. I'm sorry. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Hey, sometimes when I'm on my lives, I do go wild. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm on my healing journey. And you know what? I'll tell you something. Since on my healing journey, I found myself again. And I just pray and hope that you do too. Peace, love, and harmony. Bye.